Hey guys, good morning. Welcome back to the morning show. I'm just discussing, I guess there's a court case yesterday, the Supreme Court versus Elon Musk, and they do not want to stop the foreign aid to all these countries, even though Trump has said that America has a lot of issues right now and we really need to focus on ourselves because we have homeless people starving, we have drug addicts dying on our street from fentanyl, we have countless problems in America, I would say record high problems. Previously for Trump coming into the office. So when he's in office, he's dealing with all these problems. And unfortunately, they don't want to put America first, obviously. They want to send all of our taxpayer dollars overseas. Now, I'm all for helping people when we can. Just like poor people can't give all their money out or can't give money to people, we cannot give all our money out because we do not have much left for the American people. We have the highest national debt of any country in the world, if I'm correct. Correct me if I'm wrong, but considering how high our debt is, I don't really have to Google this or anything like that because I'm like 99% sure it's true. But yeah, that's what we have going on right now. It's crazy enough to say that, but it's true. It's true, but it's crazy. But yeah, I guess it won. Elon Musk lost, Trump lost, 5-4. Obviously, there was a pretty close vote there. I'm not gonna fully say what I think because I don't really understand like the deep dynamics of the American Constitution and stuff like that. Like there's a lot of stuff in there. A lot of people will say separations of power. The president doesn't have the power to control federal spending, but I think that's a crucial mistake because why should excuse me, Congress be in control of all of this because these are people that can run for life. They can take payments from large corporations like they've been doing, or they can invest in stocks with these large corporations that are corrupt and want warmongering for life. Like, for instance, they can invest in BlackRock. And, if they keep funding the war and the destruction, when BlackRock reconstructs Ukraine, they'll probably profit quite a bit. But that's just one factor to it. There's a whole bunch of factors to it, really. But I think that should change. Like, I don't know what the exact separation of powers are, but I think there should be another branch of government, personally. Like, I know Doge isn't an official government organization, but if it was up to me, I would put Doge permanently in the government because it needs to look over the government constantly. Like, maybe not every single year. Like, I think they said they're going to be done in 2026, so Doge by then. Oops, my phone fell. So Doge will leave by then, but good morning, guys. Welcome to the show. Love to hear where you're coming from. We're just having a little discussions right now. The Supreme Court sided against Trump, unfortunately, yesterday. I do think that the separation of powers should be, like in place and stuff like that. But I do think that there should be a new branch of government because there's so much poor spending, like I can't even give all the silly examples because I don't want to say something wrong, but there was like, you know, a lot of just ridiculousness, like $10 million to push LGBTQT stuff in Moldova. Something like that was one of them, I remember. So $10 million for LGBTQ stuff to be pushed in the country of Moldova, which is like one of the poorest European countries in all of Europe. And you know, the spending is just ridiculous. $10 million for this, $20 million for this, $50 million to push gayness in Africa, transgender animals. I think they were torturing animals with some of the government money, torturing dogs and cats. What else were they doing? This is all proven stuff, by the way. It's kind of just ridiculous. But also talking about something else, now that the CEO of YouTube is like a new CEO or whatever, I guess the CEO, like the last CEO of YouTube was a woman. First, her son died mysteriously, and then she kind of died mysteriously. And now we got a new CEO of YouTube, I guess, from last year. And, you know, apparently they went to the Trump inauguration. So, with that counting, if the CEO of YouTube is watching, or if any of the staff of YouTube is watching, I do want to say that please monetize my channel because you went to the inauguration, Mr. CEO of YouTube. You met Donald J. Trump. So, if you align with his values and if you align with these new moral values of freedom of expression and freedom of speech, then that will be great. That if you can reinstate my YouTube so I can finally get monetized on here, because you know I would love to get paid off my videos and I've met all the requirements. Do you realize how difficult it is to meet the requirements on YouTube? You have to grind and grind and grind. I finally got there and they don't want to pay me. That's crazy. But hit the like and subscribe button if you're new here. The new founder or the new CEO of YouTube, hopefully he will monetize my channel this coming around. I pray for that, but if it doesn't, it's okay. We'll still keep grinding out these videos and we'll still keep making content. But yeah, I do think the separation, in my belief, the separation of power should be more extended out, because 3 branches of government were only enough, like, you know, in the 1700s. Now things are much more complicated. We got the internet, we got TikTok, we got all this nonsense going on. Like, we definitely need to, you know, make another branch of government, but that might just be a crazy idea. It's hard to change structures that are so old. I pray that Elon Musk and Donald Trump can stop all this federal US aid to all these overseas countries, because we need to take American people first back. We need to help get homeless people off the street. We need to put money in American people's pockets. We got American people that can't afford to live on these salaries with the cost of living so high. We need to lower the cost of living. We need to lower the cost of fuel. We need to bring all this money to South Carolina, Florida, where I'm from, all these hurricane hit areas. These hurricane hit areas are really bad. They're still not okay. We still have really bad hurricane areas. And we still have bad hurricane areas in Florida, South Carolina. We still got the wildfires in California. We need to take some of this federal US aid that we're sending overseas, and we need to bring it back to our own countries. Some places in the United States don't even have good infrastructure. Like, if you've traveled over the United States, you'll see that some of the roads and some of the places aren't exactly, you know, as good as some of the countries that we're funding. We need to rebalance our budget. Rebalance the government's budget. Without that, there's going to be a serious problem. Now, I know people are scared. This is going to be a controversial subject when I mention this. I don't think Trump will cut Medicare payments to people directly. He wants to stop the corruption in Medicare. But Al Green says, oh, Trump wants to stop Medicare for old people. No, that's not true. He wants to stop the corruption. But regardless of that, Trump doesn't want to cut your Medicare. He doesn't want to cut your Social Security. He wants to seek out corruption in your Social Security. But there's a possibility. I'm not going to say Trump won't end it, because if we're all honest here, I will never get Social Security money. I will never ever get Social Security money. There's no possibility at this point with our government spending that I will ever receive a dollar of Social Security money. So pretty much my parents, my grandparents. I mean, I'm not trying to say everything about my parent or my family or anything bad, but I mean, it's not really anyone's fault particularly. It's no one's fault particularly, but kids my age will not be receiving Social Security money. There's no possibility of it happening. But it's okay. Like, if it was up, there should be an option though. There should be an option if you want to opt out of Social Security and keep that tax money for yourself. Because who do I believe is the best steward of my money, myself or the government? I believe I'm a better steward of my money. If I didn't have to pay that portion and the taxes to the US, then I could probably, save the Social Security part. And instead of, relying to the government to give me an income, I know that's nice to have like a steady income source. I won't lie, because the Social Security is nice. You get like 500 or 600 bucks a month, $1,000 a month, $2,000 a month, whatever people get. I don't know, never got it before, but it is nice to have that. But I think there should be an option to opt out of it instead of being forced into it. But because I would definitely opt out of it if it was up to me. Only because I believe that I'm the best steward of my money. But Trump has said a lot of crazy stuff and it's scaring a lot of people. And some people will say, it's illegal what he's doing, blah, blah, blah. Elon Musk is an unelected official. How is he an unelected official when Biden has appointed people like a fat trans health secretary? A fat trans health secretary? I don't remember voting for that. And somehow that got into our government. So when you vote for a president, you know who they're gonna put in office. There's a reason why each president elects their own cabinet, just like Biden, just like Trump, because not every single government official or not every single person working with the government, because Elon isn't really a government official. Doge isn't even a part of the government. It's a private organization, whatever you want to call it. Private company. I don't know what the technical term it's labeled as, but that's the truth right there. Biden has put a lot of corruption and stuff like that. People are saying that, what about the Social Security numbers? Elon Musk going to steal your Social Security numbers. What about in 2023 when 270 million Social Security numbers were leaked? Now that's pretty much the entire country. That is pretty much the entire country. That means your Social Security number, if you're watching this and you're a US citizen, your Social Security number is probably leaked on the dark web. And the only reason you haven't had problems with identity theft, credit cards put in your name and stuff like that is only out of pure luck. And only because some people don't want to steal your information or someone hasn't bought it yet. But when people say stuff like Elon Musk, he's going to steal my Social Security number, is absolutely mind-boggling to me. If you actually believe that, I'm not sure how many brain cells you have left. No offense to anyone in particular. I respect all people, Republican, Democrat, whatever you are. But if you think Elon Musk is going to steal your Social Security number, please wake up in the morning, exercise, do some push-ups, read some books, because please, that's not going to happen. Biden just let 270 million Social Security numbers get leaked on the dark web. This was in 2023. Not one single person is talking about this in 2025. It died on the news pretty much instantly. No one ever talked about it again. It was on the news for a day and everyone forgot about it. What about how all our Social Security numbers are already on the dark web? Hit the like and subscribe button if you're new here. Let me know where you're coming from. Who did you vote for? I'm a really respectful guy. I'm not one of those people that are yelling at people for their political beliefs or anything like that. I really respect everyone's opinions. I'm not gonna say anything nasty to anyone. I'm just giving my own beliefs a little bit here and there. You know what I'm saying? Just my own beliefs. Now, if you have any like things we want to talk about, it's pretty much we can talk about how, the US has a lot of problems inside of it. We need the money to go to the American people first. I get that we have all these military bases all over the world. We're trying to get in all these global conflicts. We're like the what is it called? We're like the mommy of the world. We have to like give countries money and stuff like that. And we have to follow them. We have to follow all these countries and help them and stuff like that. But we need to lay off a little bit, a little bit. Potential. Yeah, Elon Musk is, no one's perfect. Trump isn't perfect. Elon isn't perfect. They've done a lot of, and they said a lot of stuff I disagree with, but I don't have an emotional reaction. I don't start screaming. I don't start banging my head. I don't say, Trump, Elon, or nothing like that, because I know in my heart that this was the only way America could get saved. If we had Kamala Harris right now, literally you would probably open your door and there'd be burning piles of shit. No exaggeration. She'd probably be like, all right, we can let all these homeless people live on your front lawn or something ridiculous like that. That would be an interesting alternate universe, I guess. Anyway, guys, I'm getting back on the grind. I'm gonna be able to apply for monetization for my YouTube channel. I pray to God that it goes through well because the new CEO of YouTube apparently went to the Trump inauguration. He's a big freedom of speech supporter, supposedly. He could just be like a Zuckerberger. I still did not forgive you, mister, because you have my account spammed on Instagram and you've permanently deleted them at this point. Even after you said you would come back for freedom of speech, you did not care. Let me know where you guys are coming from, who you voted for. I love to hear it. Welcome to the live stream. Hit the like and subscribe button. We got Zuckerberg. I hate Zuckerberg, honestly. I pray to YouTube because I hope they become the next freedom of speech platform. YouTube, if you're listening and you want to know how to completely wipe away your competition right now, you're getting screwed by Kick, Rumble, who else? Who else? Twitch even has more freedom of speech than you. So those are 3 video streaming, video playing platforms I've named already that have more freedom of speech than you. If I would just go over one of those, I probably would already be monetized right now. But I'm a loyal YouTuber, so please, YouTube, I'm asking you once again for your donations, just like Vladimir Zelensky of Ukraine, the president of Ukraine. I'm once again asking for your donation to let me get monetized. Because I meet the requirements. Like I said, you know how hard it is to get 4,000 watch hours? You know how hard it is to meet all these requirements for it? And you just want to like push me to the side because I talk about the jabs and I haven't talked about them even. I've explicitly not used the word you don't want me to use. I haven't talked anything about health recommendations or anything like that. I just gave my own personal opinions. And because of some of these few things I've said, I've been banned from getting monetized. The one thing I will say is I don't think my channel has been shadow banned. I thank God YouTube for that. At least you didn't shadow ban me. But YouTube is an American company. Trump said he's going to make them. He said at the beginning of the year, he's going to make these people abide by the first constitutional amendment, freedom of speech. I get it's a private company and they have the option to, accept you or deny you. But I would really appreciate, if they let me talk a little bit more openly. I'm not saying anything crazy. I'm not saying anything crazy. I'm not pushing COVID conspiracies or anything like that. All I'm just saying is a little bit of my opinion, and YouTube doesn't want to monetize me. But March 20-something, March 18th, March 19th, that should change. Hit the like and subscribe button if you're new here. We're enjoying some beautiful views right now. And we're just talking about a little bit of, the current political landscape in America. Obviously, you can see we're not in America, but I am an American citizen, and I have the right to talk about the politics as an American citizen. Hopefully, the government never gets mad at me for doing such, but... Hold on, guys. I need a sip of soda, but let me know where you guys are coming from. I love to hear it. What do you guys think about these lights? Beautiful or no? Good morning. I love to hear where you guys are coming from. Morning, morning. Here, let me show you guys some of this European snacks I have. Just to go off topic a little bit. I've seen this croissant. I'm going to have this. They also have the strawberry one. I'm not supposed to eat strawberry. I thought this was like raspberry or something, or I don't even know why I bought this. I just thought it was like raspberry, so I just grabbed it. But, yeah. Another thing you can see is they really do warn you on the health labels here. In this part of Europe especially. Where is it? So let me show you an example. On the soda, right? So here's how you can tell how healthy it is. Obviously, I don't know what this says, but these are the different things. This is sugar right here. So this tells you that this is 33% of your daily sugar intake. And it's in red, a big red health label. So you know that you're basically putting poison in your body. But also you got to think that's 100 milliliters. So it's just giving you a serving size of probably like half of a cup is about 33% of your daily sugar intake. So that's what I really like about Europe, that they don't lie on their health labels as much. But, America still has some really good foods. Like, they got McDonald's. I don't got McDonald's where I'm at, but it's okay. McDonald's is super cancer-causing and unhealthy. But I do love it. When I was in the other part of Europe, in Spain, I always get McDonald's and Burger King and stuff like that. They don't have any of that where I'm at right now. The only kind of fast food I can get is like a random local fast food. It's like good burgers and like tacos and, not tacos, what am I saying? Like shawarma and stuff like that. All kinds of different things. But thank you guys for joining in. Hit the like and subscribe button. Let me know where you're coming from. As I was saying, unfortunately, Trump and Elon Musk lost in the Supreme Court just by one vote. Now, a lot of people will say what they're doing was illegal and unconstitutional. Now, if it was illegal and unconstitutional, why would it be such a close vote? Why would it be 4-5? They just lost by one vote. Now, this could all be politics, too. That one person could just not like Trump. Or those 5 votes could just be Trump haters. Because you gotta think, it's a 50-50 kind of thing. Half of these people are Trump supporters, half of these people aren't. So they're gonna vote against the man no matter what. Him winning any kind of court battle is gonna be a fight. You really need to break your point, and you really need to do it. But let me know where you guys are coming from. Hit the like and subscribe button. I'm trying to get to 3,000 subscribers. My subscribers have been going up and down. I've been dealing with this crap about YouTube, how they don't want to pay me, even though I met all the requirements. So please, I really appreciate it. I've been grinding on here, making content for you guys. If there's anything you want me to discuss or talk about, you can drop it in the comments. Let me know where you're coming from. I love to hear it. Inside the US, outside the US. Do you hate Trump? Do you love him? I'm not here to bash anybody. I respect everyone's opinions, and I love to hear from you guys. So please let me know. A lot of people are saying horrible stuff right now. They're crying in their bed. I just hope for the Democrats that they can have some calmness. They need some peace and love in their life, because there's no way in hell. Even when Biden was president, I thought that was a really bad time for America, but I just fully accepted whatever was coming with it, and I just worked as hard as I possibly can, just like always. So regardless of what happens, regardless of who's president, you just got to keep moving on with your life. Like, a president isn't going to wake you up and give you a Lamborghini and a hot model girlfriend and this or that. They're not going to give you a Lamborghini and a hot model girlfriend. If you want that, you got to go get that yourself. Like, it's not going to change your life. If Biden or if Harris would have won, that's not going to change anything. She ain't going to buy you a mansion and give you this or that. So try not to get too emotionally involved, because you got to realize these media companies, they're targeting your emotions. If they don't have you feeling like shit, or if they don't have you feeling some kind of way, that's how they brainwash you to get your money. Your attention is their money. If they can't make you feel like your life is about to end because Trump is president, or if they can't make you feel like your life is a success story because of Trump, then they're not profiting off of you. Now, I don't keep up with every single Trump update, but I do things, I do discuss Trump here and there, because, there's certain things I like to discuss, like balancing the federal deficit. The federal deficit is in the trillions. Also, the gold in Fort Knox, I'm pretty sure it's not there, but I'm not one to say. But if I had to judge by the corruption uncovered so far, I would probably have to say maybe it's there, maybe it's not. What do you guys think? Is the gold in Fort Knox still there? If you had to flip a coin, or if you had to make a bet, would you think the USA's Federal Reserve gold supply is all there? Now, I'm pretty sure this is in the billions of dollars of gold. If I had to guess, all this money has gone to Ukraine. I fully believe that some of the gold may have been taken out to fund some wars in foreign countries. Or it went to line people's pockets directly. Now, these are just conspiracy theories. There's nothing proven here. Maybe I wouldn't even call it conspiracy, because what does the word conspiracy really mean? I'm not conspiring against anybody. Who would I be conspiring against? I mean, I guess the government maybe, but don't take that out of context. No one take that out of context. I'm not saying the government did anything or they didn't do anything. I'm just giving an idea out there. This is just a theory. But I guess we'll have to find out. I wonder when Elon and Musk and Trump will go over to the Fort Knox to see if the gold is there. You'd think there'd be someone to check there if the gold was there or not, but I guess not. But hit the like and subscribe button if you guys are new here. Really appreciate it. I'm really trying to get to the 3,000 subscribers, then we'll get to 4,000, then the 5,000. We'll keep grinding on this. I've been on YouTube for some time now. I'm trying to put together better shorts, better videos. I have some new traveling videos I'm working on about traveling around Europe. This isn't just purely a political channel. This is mostly a travel, and it's a travel and talk channel. It's a travel and talk channel. It's exactly what it is. We're always open to discussions and things like that. You know, I think people are getting really pissed at Elon and stuff like that, but thank God he's not going to run in any other government office in the future because they're not going to vote for his ass. No offense, no offense, Elon. But yeah, you people were saying Elon was getting rich off this whole thing. At first, I will say Elon made a 40 or 50% net worth gain, 40 or 50% because of Tesla stock, correct? But now you look at Tesla stock and you look at Elon. Elon has lost about $70 billion. This is no joke. You can Google it. You can look it up on ChatGPT. You can look anywhere you want. Elon Musk has lost $70 billion because of the anti-Tesla protesters and people protesting his business. That's not going to affect his life long term. The stock will shoot up again after all this nonsense and these storytellings are going on. But you got to think, the man isn't doing this to get rich. He's lost $70 billion. I really do believe he is fighting for freedom, and I really do believe the Democrats were trying to take him down before he got on Trump's side. He was kind of with Trump 50-50 before, but once he seen Trump get shot in Pennsylvania, he was 100% backing that man. He saw courage and bravery. You know, I know people that got shot and people that got stabbed. A lot of them don't react like that when stuff like that happens. If you really know people like that, then you'll know 99% of people, when stuff like that goes down, they either freeze up, cry, or die. Freeze up, cry, or die. If you're ever in a real violent situation and you're able to escape it, and if you're able to stand up and fight against it, then I praise you all the way. Because either escaping or fighting against it or standing up and fighting, those are remarkable things. If you do any of those, if you're able to escape, I would not consider you a victim. Absolutely not. You're a survivor. Just like Donald Trump. I love to hear where you guys are coming from, though. Hit the like and subscribe button if you're new to my channel. Thank you for tuning in, and thank you for watching. We're going to keep live streaming and discussing with you guys. If there's anything you want to say, then let me know. We're going to start a poll, though. Let's start a poll. Let's see what you guys really think. I'm just curious about how the world of YouTube thinks. Do you guys hate Elon? Do you love the guy? And then I'll go into my full story with Elon. If anyone's really interested, I'll go into my full story about my connection with Elon and Tesla. But if anyone shits on him, I'm not against them. I'm not here to badmouth you. He isn't a perfect guy. He's made mistakes here and there. We're all human at the end of the day. Some people are more human than others. I'm more human than Zuckerberg because he's a psychopathic robot that doesn't want to, acknowledge human life, really. Now, one thing you gotta do say that Trump is definitely more presidential than Biden. Regardless of your political beliefs, who does the better talking? Who rattles people up more? Who gets negotiations moving more? I did not see one single time where Biden tried to negotiate with the president of Ukraine or Russia. Not one single time. Not one single time. All he would do is let the war go out. He would send out new funding. Now, if Biden was president, which he obviously dropped out, or because he was losing so badly, or if Camilla became president, honestly, I kind of still can't even believe Biden dropped out because I've never seen that in history. Like, when I say that out loud, it kind of rattles my brain a little bit. He really just gave up. But then again, like I guess Obama and people were forcing him to. Nancy Pelosi, all the people with the real power in America put basically their foot up his ass and forced them to. What other choice did he have? Do you guys hate Elon? Do you love the guy? Do you feel indifferent? I love to hear it, honestly. Because I've seen there's a lot of protesters, a lot of in America, but I'm not in America, so I don't see this stuff firsthand. But there's not a lot of them. There are only the liberals in California that are crying about it. In my great state of Florida, I don't think there are very much protesters. But I do warn people, if you're attacking Tesla people, if you're attacking people with Teslas, and if you're attacking their cars or hurting their vehicles, here's a fun fact for you guys. In America, if someone's attacking your car and they smash your windows out and they try to reach into your car and stuff like that, it's 100% legal to stand your ground as long as you're not some bullshit state like California or New York where you can't even get a gun. If you're in one of these states like Florida, for instance, and someone's attacking your car, they smash your window, you're inside, you have a firearm, you can legally unleash deadly force to kill them. So you're not be going attacking people in Teslas. I'm just saying for your own well-being and for your own safety. These are still American citizens. These people are very aggressive and they're very armed. I love to hear where you guys are coming from though, so definitely drop it in the comments. I'm gonna put my phone right here for a second while I answer some messages, but let me know if you guys have any specific questions or anything like that you want to discuss. Definitely stay tuned to my YouTube channel, hit the like and subscribe button. This is not really a strictly political channel, like I said. This is also a travel channel. We're exploring around Europe. We are exploring around the world. If you guys want to stay in tune with me, I don't really consider myself a Republican, just to make that loud and clear. I am not a Republican. I don't vote just for anybody just because they're a Republican or this or that. I definitely align with more conservative values, however, but I do not agree with every single Republican that there is. I did not like a lot of them, like Ron DeSantis. I'm kind of iffy on him. I guess he's all right for being the governor of Florida, considering that we had Rick Scott before him, and Rick Scott is a bitch. Let's just keep it like that. He flooded. He he ruined the Okeechobee River, and he flies on a private jet. He's just a corrupt businessman, Rick Scott. He's a Republican. He's an example of a Republican I do not like. What do you think about Trump? Do you like Trump or do you not like Trump? All I heard was Trump. I guess that means you like the guy. I like the guy too. But if I'm going to be honest, I don't like every single Republican. But like I said, I'm more conservative myself. I love J.D. Vance. I love Trump. I love Trump's cabinet. The only people I'm kind of iffy about on Trump's cabinet is Pam. I think her name is Pam Anderson. Correct me if I'm wrong. But the only reason I'm iffy about her is because the Epstein files. But we'll see what happens in the end. We'll see what happens in the end. But to be fair, she wasn't Trump's first pick. Trump wanted Matt, but obviously Matt had a lot of allegations, and people were pressing hard for him not to get that. Also, he didn't get confirmed. He didn't get confirmed. So that's that. Do you think Trump will survive his long term, or will more people come after him? Will he have a health condition? Hopefully not. But we know if anything ever happens to Trump that we have a strong man behind him. It's not like in 2016 when we had that weird looking dude. What was his name? Shit. You know, Trump's old vice president. His name was shit. He's a fucking traitor though. I forget his name. If anyone knows Trump's old vice president from 2016, then remind me. Are you Russian or Ukrainian? I don't understand those letters you put. You know, funny enough, I'm in a very heavy Ukrainian Russian area. I don't understand what you said. Who said F Elon Musk? Please drop a comment. I love to hear it. Hello. Un corneto, por favor. Well, I love to hear where you guys are coming from. Rusa? Ruski? Ruski? Ukrainia? Or no? I think that's how you say Russian in their language. Ruski? Or maybe that's Spanish. I don't know. I would love to know what you're saying. I can definitely tell that's some kind of Slavic language. Maybe it is Russian. But I do have a lot of Russian and Ukrainian people that actually tune into my show, funny enough. But that's just that. Let me know where you guys are coming from, inside the USA, outside the USA. Is this guy some kind of bot? This guy must be a Russian bot. I'm low-key scared that there's a Russian bot now. Hit the like and subscribe button if you guys are new here. We got Russian bots in here voting for Trump. There's recently been a Russian bot exposed on Twitter, funny enough. Hit the like and subscribe button if you're new here. I got a Russian bot in my chat, unfortunately, but we got these beautiful European views here. Oh shit, that hurt a little bit. Also out my living. I don't know what any of this stuff this guy is saying, guys. Hit the like and subscribe button if you guys are new here. I really do appreciate it. Hit the like button, it helps the algorithm. Yeah, it's Razzle. I don't understand what this guy is still saying, but I love that he's spamming my live stream. I'm still watching you guys. I'm still paying attention to you guys. I'm trying to get to know you guys. I'm trying to get to know everybody here. So please drop a comment. Let me know where you guys are coming from. Love to hear it. Hit the like and subscribe button if you guys are new here. Do you speak English or not? I don't understand what you say. Who is Nathan? Okay, now you speak English. Please tell me where you are from, my friend. Russia, shout out Russia. I know I look Russian, but I'm not Russian. I'm here in Tiviat, Montenegro. A lot of Russians are here, a lot of Ukrainians. I don't know if you know Tiviat. Do you know Montenegro? Let me know if you know Montenegro. A lot of Russians vacation here, and a lot have come to live here. You know, a lot of Americans hate Russians or they dislike Russians. I love Russians, and also I have, Russian in my blood from my great grandpa. I'm in Montenegro. I'm in Montenegro. Tiviat, Montenegro. Next to Albania, next to Croatia, next to Bosnia. That's where I am. But I'm an American citizen. And what country are you? Are you in Russia? What part of Russia? I'll be honest, I don't know Russia like that. I just know St. Petersburg, Moscow, the really big cities. I've never been there, but I'd love to go. We'll see how this war and stuff goes. Hopefully it's solved this year, and maybe I can visit Russia next year. Who knows? Do you know the town? No, sir, but no, I do not know this town. Like I said, I do not know. Russia is a very big country. It's hard for me to learn the geography. But I have been learning more and more geography as I travel the world. I've been meeting a lot of people, Russian, Ukrainian people. The thing Ukrainian people is that they can still be in the same room together, they can still talk to each other, they don't have any despise against each other because they're so intertwined. They are like one people, and they realize that these two wars are just leader versus leader. Unfortunately, it's true, but it's nothing personal against the people. We shouldn't despise anyone from Russia or Ukraine. These are very good people. You know, America has better alliances. In the end, Russia is a nationalistic, hedonistic, prideful country, and just like America, we're very nationalistic, very conservative. We share these very similar things. You know, Trump and Putin will probably come together because America is a lot more like Russia. We have more in common with Russia right now than we have in common with Great Britain that are, you know, trying to shove LGBTQ and illegal immigrants down people's throats. And also all kinds of liberal stuff like transgenderism and stuff like that. They try to push down people's throats. Now, Russia and Ukraine have very many similar, or not Russia and Ukraine, America and Russia should become very good allies. I hope they become very, very good allies. I hope that America gets both the mineral deal with Ukraine, and I also hope we work out a business deal with Russia, because that would benefit all of our countries very much. Hopefully, that would bring wealth both into the Americas and into Russia. Probably for the oligarchs, and probably for the rich American oligarchs. We're not really called oligarchs. We'll just call them CEOs then. We'll just call them CEOs. But no, I don't know your town, but it sounds like a place. I don't know what to say to that. Yo habla español un poco. So yeah, I know a little bit of Spanish, and if you can't tell, it's really slow. But I do need to learn like some Serbian, Montenegrin, some Croatian. Privat, privat. I think that's how you say, right? In Russian, hey, privat. Brudova, or how do you say it? It's like good. It's like good. It's like Brudova or like something, Drova, something like that. Do you just know Russian and English, or what other languages do you know? I'm in Manhattan. How many days of Duolingo have you got if you learned any languages from Duolingo? I don't have any streaks from Duolingo, but I did start learning Spanish on Duolingo like 2 or 3 years ago. But I should do like, Serbian, Russian. So I should be doing something else on Duolingo. Absolutely, I agree with you. I got to get on there. And thank you for also liking America, because I also like Russia. You know, we used to have, we fought together in World War II. We have a really good history together. What language do you have 146 days? Is that English or what? English. So is this your first time learning English, or did you learn English like in school? Sorry, I probably talk a little bit fast for you, but let me talk a little bit at a slower pace. Did you learn like English in school? When I talk to people that aren't native English speakers, sometimes they say I speak a little bit fast, which is vice versa. Any language I learn or any language that I listen to, it all sounds like they're talking really fast. So I completely understand. But I'm still wondering if you know Montenegro. A lot of Russians have been escaping to here, and a lot of Ukrainians as well. Very beautiful country. I almost just hit my head on those lamps, but I'm gonna grab myself a little snack to eat. I've never tried. Wait, where'd it go? I think I brought it already. It was like a croissant. Come on, where's the croissant? English. Yeah, English is the international language. I found, all the really important people, anyone really worth talking to for the most part, knows English. So this is what I'm gonna try right now. I never had one of these before. I don't know if you can read any of that because to me, it kind of looks like Russian, but it really isn't Russian. None of it is. Hit the like and subscribe button, though. I want more Russian subscribers. So far, it smells good. Nice little bag open. Looks like a nice looking croissant, right? This is a food review for you guys. Wow. Wow. Holy cow. That's horrible. MAGA, Donald J. Trump, Elon Musk, Doge. We love those people. American citizen here, talking about politics abroad. Hit the like and subscribe button if you're for MAGA. Obviously, they got a little bit of construction going on. But here it's perfect weather, my friend. Perfect weather. Say you love Donald J. Trump. Say you love Trump in Russian. Let's see it. A lot of Americans, unfortunately, no, not a lot of them. A very, very small part of them. I don't want to offend anybody. Okay, that's how you say you love Donald J. Trump, huh? I'm gonna screenshot that. I had to screenshot that. Actually, tell me, what do you think of Trump? I know Putin likes Trump, I'm pretty sure. He likes him better than Biden. Thank you, man. I am a bit weird. I love being myself. Do you like Putin or do you hate him? Actually, no, I won't tell you that because it's illegal to speak about him in your country. Do not answer that. Do not answer the question. Just tell me, do you like Trump or do you not like him? I forgot that people in Russia can't talk about their leader. Are you Russian? I love the guy myself a little bit. He's not perfect, but I do think he's way better than the old leaders in Russia, if I'll be honest. But I wouldn't say I love him like I love Trump. Now, who's more weird? The guy going on other man's live stream calling me weird? But I love being weird. Where are you from? I do not know. Your English isn't 100%, so I do not know enough about him, honestly. I agree with what you're doing. Where are you from, my friend? Kulfin Krook. Where are you from, my friend? Yeah, I love being weird. We're all weird. Everyone's their own person. They're unique. Ohio, USA. Well, if you're from Ohio, then I don't understand what you said. It wasn't in very good English. Shout out Ohio, though. I don't know where you're from, but shout out Cleveland. Shout out Cleveland. What part of Ohio are you from, though? Also, we need the money to go to Palestine. Palestine, Ohio. Not the regular Palestine. Palestine, Ohio, because in Palestine, Ohio, Victor from Minions. I screenshotted that. I don't know who Victor from Minions is, but bro, I gotta look this up now. You guys are making fun of me too hard. I'm gonna look up Victor from Minions. It's because I haven't seen the new Minions movie. I know, guys, I know. Victor from... I'm sure this guy is gonna have like the same haircut. Come on, bro, don't do me like that. Don't do me like that. Don't do me like that. Victor from Minions, don't do me like that. Come on. I am from Florida, South Florida, actually. I don't know if you know the area. It's kind of like 2 hours from Miami on the other side. It's Southwest Florida, kind of near Naples. Fort Myers is where I'm originally from, Fort Myers, Florida. And right now, I'm outside of the US, living abroad. I'm in Eastern Europe. Funny enough that we're talking about all this Russian and stuff like that. But, yeah. I'm in Montenegro, Tiviot. There's my little table. Tiviot. But, yeah, I guess I do kind of look like Victor. Do I like Elon or Trump? Yeah, I kind of do like Elon and Trump. They're not perfect in any way. I don't know how you feel about them, but I think they're great leaders, and I think they're fixing America for the better. They're definitely not perfect, but it's 120% better than what we were about to get. I could not have handled a. There's nothing wrong with a black woman president, but I couldn't handle that specific black woman president. I would have lost my damn mind, probably worse than the Democrats are losing their mind over Trump being president. Definitely, man. If you agree, hit the like and subscribe button. I'm talking, doing little morning live streams like this. I know it's pretty early in Ohio. You're probably getting ready to go to work, stuff like that. But yeah, I'm glad to see the support of people behind Elon and Trump. And I know it's kind of 50-50, even according to the polls. I did like a really popular live stream before, like when Trump was getting elected. And every single time I would do live polls, they would absolutely dominate as Trump of ahead in the polls. But I think I'm gonna cook a little bit of something. I'll bring you guys with me. Just gotta decide what I'm gonna make myself because I gotta make myself like a breakfast kind of thing. Have a good day, my man. Much appreciated. See if I can take the glasses off for a second. It's a little bit bright, a little bit sunny here today. And yeah, I know I kind of get these names. I look like Victor from Minions. Some people tell me I look like Peso Puma. I was mostly when I was in Spain. Oh, absolutely, I recommend it. This place is beautiful. How long have I been here? Only a couple days, realistically. I came here from Spain, so I only came here a couple days ago. But it's absolutely beautiful. And if you're looking for a cheap place to live, especially, if you're looking for a really cheap place to live, get easy citizenship, get easy residency. This is definitely it. I have a bowl cut because, I like it. A guy with a face tattoo gave this to me. Hey, I love the PS Vita. Yeah, I recommend it. I'm in Tivat, Montenegro. So yeah, I absolutely do recommend it. It's a very gorgeous, very beautiful place. Housing is very affordable, literally one-fourth of the price in the US. You're going to be paying about $2,000 for any apartment, in my personal experience living in the US, for a one-bedroom. Is in Florida, it's almost $2,000. This apartment is only about $500 a month. Now, you get these beautiful, amazing ocean views. Very nice, this. I'm going to show you guys a little bit, but it's a bit messy. Bit messy. But let me show you the bedroom as well. Just if you're curious what you get for $500 a month. And, I got a big closet and stuff like that. I'm not going to show all that and stuff like that. I got a nice bathroom in here too. A little bit messy as well. What's the wages here? The wages aren't the best, so you definitely gotta do some kind of online business, or if you work remotely and stuff like that. But the wages here is definitely better than America in the terms that if you look at the average salary versus the average expenses, if you're talking about how much you walk away with at the end of the month, here you're gonna walk away with a bit more money. Right now the weather is perfect. I would say about 70 degrees Fahrenheit. The wages are about the average salary, minimum wage, I think is $1,200 a month, which sounds really poor. I know. It is a quote unquote poor country, but the quality of living here is very, very good. The quality of living is very good. The apartments are really nice, the housing is really nice, the affordability is really nice. And it's very warm. Very warm. No snow. But if you want to make a bit more money, like if you work on a yacht or if you work on a boat, that's kind of my dream, to work on a boat or a yacht. You can make about 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 a month. And if you get tips, you can get $1,000 a week in tips. So you can be making about 6,000 to 8,000 a month working on a big boat or working on a yacht. If you work part-time even, you can probably make quite a bit of money on a boat here. because I'm living in like it's a very big boating community, very big yachting, and a lot of Russian super yachts and stuff like that. A lot of Ukrainian super yachts, stuff like that here. So if you want to make money and if you work on a yacht, if you're making $2,000 or $3,000 a month here, you're living like a king. Like if you make 2,000 or 3,000 here, you're probably living like you make 10 or 20,000 in America, straight up. 10 or 20,000. This apartment alone, this same apartment in America, in Florida, with the ocean views, brother, that's gonna be well over 5,000 a month. Well over 5,000 a month for anything similar to this. At least where I'm from, in my specific area of Florida, if you want like ocean views. If you want ocean views, now I would say there's some older apartments you can probably get for 2,500 that have ocean views a month, but that's still 5 times the price of this one. Now these are very high numbers, very expensive, but like I said, this one's only 500 a month. Now the cost of living is very good. And it's very warm here. Let me show you guys the name of the country since I have the hat right here. This is the name right here. Do you guys see that? Montenegro. That's the official country. It's not a huge nanny state. It's not a police state like the USA where you can't even drive down the street without getting pulled over for whatever reason. Every time I lived in the US, I would always get pulled over. I'd always get harassed by the police. When I would go to Spain, I would get harassed by the police. Because, every single time you go outside, you're surrounded by like hundreds of police in Spain. Same thing with the US. Every time you go outside, you're in a police nanny state. They want to ticket you for anything you do. They want to ticket you for breathing. They want to ticket you for driving your scooter on the wrong side of the road. They want to ticket you for riding your bicycle on the wrong side of the road. They want to control every little aspect of your life. Personally, I cannot handle the policing in the nanny state any longer, so that's kind of another reason I moved here. Even though I'm doing everything legal and everything legitimately, I'm just getting tickets and fines for like silly, stupid stuff. Like I just said, they would threaten me with tickets for riding my scooter on the wrong side of the road. But it's just ridiculous. Here you can pretty much do anything you want. Like, as long as it's legal, as long as it's nothing crazy, you can just drive your car how you want to drive it. No one's gonna pull you over. The cops don't really pull people over here because there's not that many traffic cops. So you can pretty much drive however you want. Now, if you do need the police's help, they're here to help you, but they're not going to be like ticketing you, and it's not a police state. It's not a nanny state. It's very much an open kind of place. The community really takes care of itself here. The people really care about the other people here. The service is really excellent. When I came here, the real estate agent picked me up, brought me here. And yeah, she picked my stuff up in the car from the airport, drove me over here. I didn't have to get a taxi cab or deal with anyone I didn't know. So that was some really lucky stuff right there. This won't be lasting long. Well, you can tell me when you have almost 3,000 subscribers, when you have a live stream video with like, 200K, 300K, you can talk shit as much as you want. But when you're a nobody with a faceless YouTube profile, maybe you should just be quiet. This isn't an all political content. Do all these YouTubers have these gorgeous, beautiful views? Or, am I just another knob talking politics? This is a travel and talk channel. This isn't a specific political bullshit channel. This is a travel and talk channel. Buzzed kitty. I'm not trying to sound egotistical or anything. It's just I actually know about YouTube a little bit more than the people constantly commenting on my profile. Come on, Buzzed Kitty. Do you have a beautiful view? Look at that. That's gorgeous. This is the Bay of Couture. Down there is even more beautiful. I did a live stream there last night. Go check it out if you want to. It's gorgeous. I guess that kitty guy has nothing else to say, huh? Went quiet real fast, huh? Let's keep the hat off, though. You guys seem to like the haircut. I love to hear where you guys are coming from, by the way. Let me know if you're coming from inside the United States or outside the United States or what country exactly. It's lasting plenty long. You know how many people make millions off political content? In just about 2 seconds, I'm gonna cook something. Got Trump and Elon making these liberals cry. Cry, liberals, cry. We got 64% of the YouTube viewers supporting Elon Musk. Look at this waste of oxygen. Look in the mirror, buddy. Look in the mirror. You're living in my world. You're on my YouTube channel. How does it feel? How does it feel to be watching another man in your free time? I get I'm entertaining, but if you want to talk shit, then you might want to go look in the mirror. I'm a big Trump supporter. I love Elon Musk, but I do not consider myself a Republican. Anyway, thank you guys for joining and supporting. I appreciate all the positiveness, all the based viewers. Yeah, you're the gay one watching on YouTube. Doom scrolling because you ain't got nothing better to do. Some people get money, some people spend money. You're the one of the spenders. Some people view YouTube videos, some people make YouTube videos. You're one of the viewers. You're on the other side of the stick, buddy. Fun fact, I never ever watch anyone else's live streams. I never ever watch any other YouTube videos. All I do this is for is me. I don't need entertainment. It's hard to entertain me. I don't get entertained by YouTubers, no offense, but in my country, in the USA, yes, it snows. It snows in the US, but this country, no. Montenegro that I'm in right now, here, no, it doesn't snow here. Let me just show that hater the view that he doesn't have, since he wants to talk so badly and scroll on YouTube all day. I bet if you had this view out your window, you probably wouldn't be scrolling on YouTube, hating on people, especially. If you had this view, you wouldn't be hating. It's okay to scroll here and there, but to hate on another man, you would never hate on another man if you had this. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. In the USA, it snows in certain parts. It's very big. It's not as cold as Russia. I appreciate my Russian friend though. You're a good friend, you're a good supporter, you're a good man or woman. I don't know if you're a man or a woman. You're a good man or a woman. Anyway, do you guys want to see me whoop up some sausage, some breakfast sausage? You guys will all laugh at my cooking and make fun of me, but I love it. Hit the like and subscribe button, guys. I really appreciate it. I'm trying to get to 3,000 subscribers. What crypto do I prefer? I'll go down a list. Everyone already knows Bitcoin. I'm not saying that. I would say the two biggest cryptos I would advise people. I'm not here to give crypto advice, but XRP, Cardona, What else was I gonna say? XRP, Cardano. Yeah, pretty much those two. Ethereum, possibly. Those three. Bitcoin, everyone knows that one already. I'm not saying that. It's literally the most common one. What about you? What cryptos do you prefer? Solana is great too, but you just gotta buy it at the right price. It's really key. I think anything under 200 US dollars for Solana is good, but I'm not trying to give financial advice here. I'm not a financial crypto advisor, just so everyone is clear. Don't cry to me if you lose your life fortune. But I know XRP, Solana, Cardano, Ethereum, and Bitcoin. These are also the four main cryptocurrencies that will be affected heavily on the United States and the Trump administration. Trump's plan is to make the strategic crypto reserve. Now they're still trying to figure out what kind of cryptos they want to make. Some people are criticizing Trump, saying you just put Bitcoin because that's the gold of cryptocurrency. Never heard of Toncoin. Is that a meme coin? I do not support meme coins, just to make it 100% clear off the bat. I've invested in some meme coins, and yeah, it's just not a good idea. I didn't lose any real money, just messing around with a few bucks here and there, but I don't know, I just don't like them. Never heard of it before. Oh wait, no, I have heard of it before. Toncoin. I think I've seen it on Twitter, X. Yeah, I heard of it on X before, but I don't know about it really. I never researched it. If you want to educate me on Toncoin, I would love to hear about it. Yeah, I'd love to educate me on Toncoin if you can. If anyone wants to educate me on what Toncoin is, I would love to hear it. If you guys want to educate me on cryptocurrencies, I love to hear about it. You know, we got the strategic crypto reserve Trump is working on building. Bye. Appreciate you, my man. I didn't see what your other message was, but appreciate you. Shout out to Russia again. Really appreciate everyone. Doesn't matter what ethnicity, race, or culture you're coming from. If you're joining on my show, I really do appreciate it. But now I'm gonna cook, guys. But maybe I can lower it for your first time. All right, guys, that's it for the live stream. Peace out. Thank you for joining. Love you guys.